Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. It's Kaylan Alex. If you're new here, welcome. Go ahead and subscribe, become part of the tribe. Awesome and great things happen over here. And if you're returning, thank you so much for tuning in. So today is gonna be the last video of the shoe collection. Well, at least all that I'm remembering to pull out. If you catch me in some shoes you ain't see, don't fault me. I tried my best to get everything lumped in categories so that it was easier to film as well as watch, because that would have been a lot to put all these in one video, like a lot. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead. These are all of my heels for the moment. Actually, as I was like going through my collection to try on and show you guys, I realized that there's some shoes that I really haven't worn in the last like year or two. So I have listed them on my Poshmark site for sale, and they will be linked down below. I won't try them on, or maybe I will. I don't know. They are definitely on my Poshmark though, so if you're interested in that, you wear the same size as me. They're in gently used condition, so just FYI if that's something you're interested in. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump right into this video. So the first pair that I'm gonna mention are a pair of shoes that are literally my favorite, so much so that they are very worn. I'm slightly embarrassed because they are very expensive and I have just treated them as though they were average. I can't even believe myself. But they are these Tom Ford, the Padlock heels. I don't even know. Okay, so here we go. These are literally a pair of my favorite shoes. So the thing with this shoe is, okay, so I have them in the nude or the pink color in suede, and I have literally worn this shoe. I've worn it a lot, I will say that, but I'm really like upset with how much wear and color transfer there are on them. Like, I've had them cleaned, it didn't really come back, and I've tried to clean them myself. It's like they've stained or something. So I don't know, I'm gonna try to go to another shoe hospital or something to get them, I don't know, like see if I can get them cleaned more in the inside to get that color back. But I've really tried everything in my power to get the color to come back, and I'm knowing that it's just because it's the suede material, and it's just such a sad thing. But this is one of my favorite shoes because it is pink, and that's my favorite color, or like a nude. It's like a blush pink. And I love the gold heel. We know how I feel about gold hardware. And honestly, this heel, even though it's like a stiletto heel, like it's narrow, it's not uncomfortable to walk in. It's not like an uncomfortable shoe, given that it's just strappy. So that is nice. Man, looking at this shoe up close hurts my feelings. But anyway, this is a shoe that I wear pretty frequently, so I've gotten my money's worth of this shoe, and I'm still gonna try to get them cleaned and repaired, and if not, I'll just buy another pair. So there's that on that. This next pair is gonna be a pair of my favorite shoes, another pair of my favorite shoes. They are these off-white, I don't even know what's the official name of this shoe, which is kind of crazy, but it's that little zip tie at the ankle shoe. Oh my goodness, I live for this shoe. I literally wear this shoe so much, and it's crazy because this is, I think between this shoe and my Tom Ford shoe, they're probably some of my go-tos. Like when I want to wear just like a strappy black heel, this is probably what I go towards. Even though it has this red tag on it, it usually goes with whatever I'm trying to wear with it. And I love the red tag because it adds a little personality to it. Like, it is adjustable, so I can wear it on any one of the three little loops here. So that is nice. And this shoe is comfortable as well. So you would think that because there isn't much support with it that it would be uncomfortable, but it's actually one of my most comfortable like heels like this. I do, however, I am careful with how I walk and step in this shoe because of the lack of support and just this string attached to your ankle. Like that's all the support you get. If you misstep, you will step out of the shoe a little bit, but it's not like a huge thing. Like it's not like a big deal, but if you do misstep, your foot will slide out of the shoe a bit. I have almost done that before. So this next pair is a pair that I like to consider like a novelty pair. It is very much a special edition type shoe. They are these Giuseppe, I think this is the Christian Cohen and Giuseppe collab. I believe these were called, I can't remember the official name of them, but I know the theme was like running out of time. I thought that was so cute. And the watch on the heels was like my favorite because it gave me Rolex vibes. Like it looks like a Rolex. And the bracelet looks like the presidential bracelet. So I was here for it. When I saw this shoe, I was like, I have to have this. There is no other way around it. There is no way that I'm not getting this shoe because I have to have it. Now, typically I wouldn't have gone for a heel like this, but the way that the shoe was designed and the vibe of it, I was like, it goes, like it works. And we all know how I feel about gold. Like most of my shoes, if there is a finish to it, like a gold or silver, there's probably gonna be gold. And yeah, so I've actually worn this shoe a few times. The thing about it is though, the piece, the gold piece here has kind of like worn from me wearing this shoe, and I haven't like worn them that much, so that was a bummer. But other than that, yeah, I don't know, this was just a shoe that I felt like I had to have, and here we are with it. These next pairs are a pair of, I would say, like classics. Nothing special, pretty basic. There are these nude Louboutins. These are the decollets. I've had the Socates twice. I've had them. This is my second pair. So I had the Socates before. Those were literally my favorite shoes because I love a nude, and especially like a pink nude. It's like my favorite. And I feel like this nude and this shoe is just a classic pump. It goes with everything. So I literally wore that shoe out. So much so that my mom was like, if you don't go buy another pair of shoes, I'm gonna get you another pair of shoes. And I was like, okay, I guess, girl. So I ended up like getting rid of that pair, and I got another pair. Instead of the Socates, I got them in the decollete, which the heel is a little bit shorter. The shoe is more comfortable, and I love this shoe. I love it with like a classic outfit, something where I'm not trying to like be so seen, even though it has that red bottom. Like it's just a shoe that I wear when I need something simple, like ish, I guess, because this red bottom is not very simple. It's actually very much in your face, but it's a classic shoe. And I have this one in a 38.5. So then the next pair is just a black pump. These are the Pigalle Follies in the 120 millimeter, which is more similar to the Socate, but I find these to be way more comfortable than the Socates, even with the taller heel height. This again is just another classic black pump for me that I wear when I need something simple and, you know, classic, and it's the black pump, so you can't really go wrong with it. And I have this one in a 39. However, I do wish I would have gotten this in a 38.5 because over time it did wear and loosen up a bit. So this one is just slightly big. Like it's not a huge noticeable difference, but I do wish I would have gotten it in a 38.5 because it would have fit my foot a little more snug than it does. And I do get the bottom of my soles protected. So I go to the shoe hospital and they replace my sole because I don't like the tip of them, how it wears. So I go get it. And then now they've, you know, advanced. So the sole matches kind of like this shiny part of the original sole, and it looks seamless. So I appreciate that. And it does have grip on it. So that's nice as well. Although Louboutin says he makes the red sole to be worn and we shouldn't get them replaced, I get them replaced. This next pair, like, I just love because they make me feel so special. They are the Pagal Follies with the rhinestones on them. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank. The Strass Follies, that's what they're called. I'm like drawing a blank on the name of some of these shoes. But I love this shoe. So I got this shoe actually for my birthday last year. This is what I wore. I wanted something sparkly. You know how I feel about sparkles. I am my mother's child. And as if you've seen my flats video, which you should have because you should be keeping up with this mini series, I have the flats version of these. And I like them that much that I had to get them in the heels. And I always knew that I was going to get them in both because I was like, I need one when I'm walking flat on the ground and one when I'm a little elevated from the ground. Like, I just love this shoe. And I love the stones that are on them. This one is like, the stones are sewn on just as they are on the flats. But I haven't had any issues with the stones, like none whatsoever with the stones on this shoe. This back piece does come in a few different finishes. I have it in the suede, like it looks like a shiny type of suede. And as you can see, I've already messed the heel up. I did that when I've only worn this shoe once. And I wore them for my birthday. And I misstepped and scratched the back of the heel. I didn't like scrape off the material. I probably could get this cleaned possibly. I did initially think that I wanted this shoe to be like my wedding shoe, but I was like, no, I think I want a custom pair. So I'm gonna wear these for my birthday. And I have these in a 38. Moving right along, we have these Saint Laurent velvet pumps, or sandal pumps, I guess you would call. Now this shoe has gotten a lot of wear from me. Like this is, before I got the off-white shoe, this was my go-to black sandal heel. Like it goes with everything. It's that Manolo Blahnik style shoe. Everyone like has one. And this is actually my second pair of these. So that actually when this shoe first came out, the strap on it was not attached like this. It had like, it was just a little narrow strip right here, and it wrapped around, similar to the off-white version. And they actually came out with this version next. So I actually got this pair because my first ones, which was just poorly designed, this piece started to bend and flap. So I was like, nope, no ma'am. Took it right back to the store. They gave me a fresh new pair, and I was on my way with the new design. So there's that. And I actually got them from Neiman's, which is why I prefer to shop in like a department store or a okay. So sometimes department stores have boutiques inside of them that will go with the department store's policy versus the individual store's policy. This is a whole nother topic for a whole nother day, but I prefer to shop in like a Neiman's who has a policy that is a little bit more flexible than if I were to go into the actual boutique, who is very, it can be a bit difficult when you're talking about defective stuff. Sometimes, some stores. Another topic for another day, but yeah. So I got these from Neiman's and they were like, oh, absolutely not. They returned them, gave me a fresh new pair, no questions asked. So I've worn this shoe a lot. I've actually worn the suede or this velvet material down in the toe area, which I won't show you because it's like, girl, just let that shoe go. I also would wear this shoe like regularly to work because it is comfortable. The heel isn't high. The strap on this front piece is not thin, so it doesn't rest on your foot, you know, and make you feel uncomfortable. So I really appreciate that. And it's just an all around, you know, good classic shoe. Up next, we have the Saint Laurent Bianca platform heels in brown. I think this shoe is so cute. It is very heavy though. Obviously, as you would expect, it is a platform heel, so it is a bit heavy, but I think it's so girly and so cute. I love that you can tie these ribbons on the side and kind of make whatever. I haven't had any issues with the with the straps falling down as I'm walking. So I do make sure that I tie them tightly though, so that that doesn't happen. And I think that with this leather piece in the inside and the fact that it's suede, it sticks and stays. So I haven't had an issue with it. I have these in a 39. They are a mule style shoe, and this knot here at the top does keep your foot from sliding all the way to the top. So if you have a slightly wide foot like I do, I have to size up to a 39 in Mules. So this was no different because it had that same fit. This next pair is the Saint Laurent mock Croc Opium heels, which is probably one of my most uncomfortable pairs of shoes to wear for a long period of time. As you can guess, this heel has very little to no support, like at all. I really only bought this shoe because of the mock Croc that it's made with, the material, and I thought that it was cute, and I hadn't seen this embossed finished, so I was like, okay, this is kind of cute. That's really the only reason why I bought this shoe, because I already had the boot, so I already knew what the fit and the wear was like. But I'm willing to sacrifice my comfort just a little bit for a shorter period of time if the shoe is cute. And this is kind of like one of those things. I don't wear it a whole lot, but when I do, I know that it has to be somewhere where I'm gonna be sitting down or have the option to sit down. Like, I cannot be going somewhere where I have to stand or walk for a long period of time. Like, this shoe and that ain't gonna happen. But it is so cute. I got it in a 38. Moving right along, we have these white Alexander Wang heels that are, you've seen these before. They have the little plexi plastic strap on the top with the silver little beading going around in the Alexander Wang on the back strap, which is so cute. This shoe is very comfortable. It's very cute. I opted for the white because I have like a lot of black shoes already, especially in this style. So I was like, I need something different, and I like the way the white looks. This is leather. This is a 38.5. My only issue with this shoe is that when I wear it, this back piece does slide down off of my foot. The way that this shoe is designed, this piece doesn't really come high on the back of your heel. It kind of like sits low, so it sits more like in the way that the shoe is made versus like actually sitting on your foot. So when I walk, it does slide down, and that is annoying, but that's really the only problem that I have. I do like that this piece is thick, so it doesn't, and then the edges aren't sharp, so they don't like kind of like cut your foot as it's like in the shoe. So I appreciate that about it, and the heel isn't too high, so that's a plus. I have this shoe in a 38.5. This shoe does run pretty true to size. I do not suggest sizing up because your foot will end up sliding to the top, because that's how the shoe is made, and you'll have room at the back. It's going to be even bigger, and it's not worth it. Like, get your true size. There is another pair that is very similar to those, the Alexander Wang heel with the crystals on the top and the Alexander Wang name or logo. This shoe is super cute. Of course, I got it because of the crystals. I love me a crystal shoe. This shoe is also very comfortable. I do recommend getting your true size in this shoe. I got them in the 39. I wish I would have gotten them in the 38.5 because there wasn't really much of a difference, but I had already worn them and I was like, it's too late now. But they do have the silver heel on it, which I think matches perfectly with the crystals and the black on top. These stones are actually glued as opposed to the Christian Louboutin ones. They're sewn down. I think I do prefer the sewn down versus glued down because as I'm looking here on the side where it would be on the part that kind of touches the ground most often, has kind of, a few of the stones have, you know, come loose on it. And actually it looks as though one of them might be missing, but it could just be how it was made. That is like my only issue, but I haven't lost any other crystals with the shoe. I do, when I wear these, I make sure that I'm being careful with how I step and where I'm putting my foot, just so that I'm not being harsh on the crystals and losing them. But other than that, I love this shoe. Next, I have these Jimmy Choo Mules. Guys, this shoe is so cute. So I'll start there. This is like that same mock embossed, you can't really see it because of the white, but that embossed finish or leather. This shoe makes me crack up a little bit because of this baby heel. It reminds me of those heels Hillary Clinton wore during the presidential debate a few years ago, and it just cracks me up. But I thought the shoe was super cute. It is okay, so this shoe is very narrow at the top, which is like my only slight issue with it because my foot is slightly wide. I feel like it doesn't slide all the way like to the top of the shoe how I would want my shoes to fit, but it is just the vibe and the look of the shoe. It is one of those like really extended toe style shoes, so it's like whatever. It still fits. I have not even worn this shoe. I got it like last year and I got them in a 39. This is my mule size or boot size because of how the shoe is made. Next pair is a pair of shoes that is a little sentimental to me. They are these Dior slingback shoes. It's not focusing. Okay, but yeah, they're these Dior shoes with the mesh detailing. Okay, so quick story behind this shoe. So this was actually one of the first pair of shoes that I bought after my breakup from umpteen years ago. Okay, so I was like feeling like really down, really depressed, and shopping is literally therapy for me. So I went in the mall and I was like, I want to buy something nice, something to make me feel like myself again. Shoes are my thing. I love shoes. So I was like, I have to buy a pair of shoes to make me feel better. And I went in the store and I was like, oh my God, like I instantly felt like this perk of energy. Like it was like, yes, I need to have these. And I just remember feeling so bad. Like I can like feel how I felt then. Like that's how distinct it was. Like I know the exact emotions I had. Like, and this pair, like this was the first pair of shoes. I bought these and those Christian Louboutin Strass flats with the sparkles on it. I bought these two pair and I was like, okay, I have some crystals and I have a heel. Love that for me. So this was one of the first pairs that I bought. And I actually wore these to the Beyonce concert right before I found out about my ex and his double life. Like, it's crazy. Like this, I was wearing these shoes at that concert that all that happened. Anyway, you can go back and look at that video if you need details on that. That is behind me, but every time I see these shoes, it makes me happy because it makes me feel like it just holds a special place in my heart because it's like one of the first things I bought as that was happening. And it doesn't make me feel bad. Like I don't feel that negative energy. Like it's a positive energy that I feel towards these shoes. So yeah. Anyways, I have these in a 38.5. These are literally a pair of shoes that I think are so cute. They're very comfortable. The sling bag does not slide down off my foot. It stays, and I really love this shoe. So much so that I got them in white. So I love a nice white pair. Actually, okay, so I've just recently, like over the last couple of years, gotten into white shoes. For some reason, they kind of reminded me of the shoes that my grandmother wore like to church and like on the motherboard. And I was just like, I cannot be wearing no white pumps, no white shoes. Like that's just not my thing. And then I had this like sudden change of heart when I'm like, no, I want a white pair of shoes in every style of shoe that I have. So I have these in white, and they're the pad leather, which are super cute. I don't even think I've worn these. Have I worn these? I think I worn these like once, but I still love them, and I think that they're super cute, and they can be like dressed up or dressed casually, which I appreciate because of the color in this, like, you know, cotton material that they're made of. So yeah, these are 39 as well, and they're pretty comfortable, obviously, as you would imagine, because the heel isn't that tall. So that's nice. Next, we have these Bottega Mules. You have seen these shoes everywhere. Well, these aren't the Mules, these are the Sandals, but you've seen this shoe everywhere. The most common color I've seen it in is the white and the blue. However, I got them in black because I haven't bought a black strappy sandal like this in a while, besides my off-white and the Saint Laurent one. Those are pretty much my only basic, you know, non-designed black sandals like this. So I was like, I really want them in black. I will say that this shoe is kind of crafted a little interestingly. So the top of it obviously has this little extended piece, or, you know, your foot doesn't come all the way to the top. I like that the way that it's designed. However, the sizing can look tricky. So I bought them in 2 sizes because I ordered them online, and I know my size in sandals like this, but because of the way that this is made, I wasn't sure. So I got them in a 39 and a 38 and a half, and I tend to do that. Like, I'll buy 2 sizes and send back the size that doesn't work. I kept the 38 and a half instead of the 39 because there really wasn't much room. There wasn't a big room difference at all. The only thing that did change was the amount of space that I had with this strap in the back, and it buckled a little bit more with the 39 than it did with the 38 and a half, and I was like, no, I'm not having that. So I kept the 38 and a half. Other than that, the shoe is amazing. It's comfortable, I can wear it, and I like that this piece here is sewn down instead of glued. So sometimes you'll get a shoe and this piece is glued down and it'll start to roll up, and it's just like, it's not cute and it's not looks. But sometimes these designers will do that, but they sewed it down, which I appreciate. So the next pair is another pair of Bottegas. They are these heels in white. I'm really drawing a blank on all the names of these shoes. I got a lot going on. So yeah, I have these in the white, which is why I didn't get the other ones in a color. I got those in black because I already had these in white. I do want to get another pair of these. I haven't like really decided though, because I don't know how much I want to invest in a trendy shoe like this. I mean, I know this is Bottega's like signature, you know, design, but it's still like a trend right now. So I don't know. I haven't decided. But I did get these in a 39, which is my mule or boot size. They do have the grips on the bottom, which I love. And this shoe is comfortable. One thing that I really appreciate about this mule, it has like a little stopper in the inside. So here, this little thing catches your foot so it doesn't slide all the way through. Like, it stops your foot from sliding all the way through. So this little woven part and the puffy part on the top is literally just a design, because the part that holds your foot in is this little piece in the inside, which if you have a narrow foot, it works so that, you know, the shoe stays on your foot. And being that it's a mule, the last thing you want is for that to be loose and you flop out your shoes, because that's not cute. Being that this is white, it does tend to get a little dirty sometimes, but just like the Hermes or Laurent sandals, you just get a wet soapy towel and I just clean the inside and it comes right out. So it's not like them getting dirty is permanent. You can clean it. Last but certainly not least, we have these Louis Vuitton sandals, y'all. This shoe is the one. Like, this shoe is a little bop. I like it because it's so simple, but like it says so much. So as you can see, the little LV in their logo is all over the straps. And I like that it's tiny. Like, they're small and not just like in your face. they're just kind of like there. And sometimes I wear these at night or in a dark place, and it kind of looks like they're reflective, so it kind of pops a bit in dark places, but they're not a reflective shoe at all. I just think it's the way, the material that it's made out of, and the certain lighting and all of that good jazz that brings it out. But anyway, this shoe is very, very, very comfortable. The heel is not super tall and it's not super thin, so it is a thicker heel, which I love. And the straps, of course, they tie so they stay on your foot. And I like that the top of it, you can either spread these two apart just like this, or you can kind of wear them like close together, which is typically how I like to wear them, because I like the way that it looks like it's one strap versus two. I also like the toe box of this shoe, so it kind of goes in the flow of your foot, and it's a little bit more like square or angled. Just how your foot would sit in the shoe is how the shoe is made, and I really like that because it makes it more comfortable to wear, if that makes sense. And I did get these in a 38.5. So that is gonna be the completion of my shoe collection. I think I have went through every one that I have, and if I missed some, then my bad. I tried to get everything. But that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, drop a nice comment down below, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get a notification when I post, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.